If you've ever looked up a how-to video, you've probably stumbled across this tiny little indie channel. I don't know if you've heard of them, called Howcast. They've always just been this like quiet entity that kind of exists on YouTube. You never really seek them out, but they're always there to solve your problems. Well, I was bored, so I started going through the catalog of Howcast videos. They've been doing this for at least 12 some odd years on YouTube, so it's pretty big. I figured I would go through some of these older Howcast videos just to kind of show them off, if you will, and talk about them, because some of them are like, you know, I could see why someone would need to know this information, and a couple of them are like, I genuinely don't know what they were thinking when they put this together. First up in What the Fuck Howcast, I've changed my shirt because I'm actually recording this in the future after I recorded my other stuff. Long story short, I had to re-record some stuff. So let's get started. We have a video on how to grow grass in a keyboard. You know, growing grass in your keyboard, that thing you've always wanted to do.
How to grow grass in someone's keyboard. Planting a little lawn in a coworker's keyboard is a nice way to welcome him back from vacation. You will need 2 weeks, a spray bottle filled with water, and catgrass seeds.
I enjoy that the setup for this prank requires that your coworker take a 2-week long vacation. Like, I feel like that's almost impossible. Maybe now with COVID, people are taking much longer vacations than that. I mean, you can't even really do this prank anymore unless you sneak into your coworker's house.
Step 1. Find a time when a coworker is going to be out of the office for at least 2 weeks, maybe when he's on that romantic honeymoon. Step 2. Spray his keyboard, or an old one you don't mind ruining, with water.
I like that they need to disclaim that you could use your coworker's keyboard for this, or you could go buy a cheap one. So, you know, if you do ruin your coworker's expensive keyboard, it's on you. It's not on Howcast. You had the option to just go buy another keyboard specifically for this prank. If you chose to, you know, ruin your coworker's nice one, that's kind of on you, I guess.
Step 3. Sprinkle catgrass seeds in the cracks between the keys.
Honestly, though, props to this guy's acting. He's really stepping up to the role of deranged office lunatic who's willing to put seeds in everybody's keyboards when they go away. So, you know, one guy leaves, like, for 2 weeks, he comes back, he's like, John, are you putting seeds in my keyboard again? Is this fucking grass you? Did you do this, John? And, you know, he's like, yeah, I did it. I'm the office funny guy, but everyone just goes and talks behind his back when he's not around. No one likes him. He just thinks that they like him. Maybe this is too real for me.
Step 4. Cover the keyboard with plastic wrap. You want things to get nice and moist.
If I had a coworker doing this like all the time for 2 weeks straight, I would report him to HR. I think he needs help.
Step 5. Place the keyboard by a window where it will get plenty of sunlight. Step 6. Enjoy the look on your coworker's face when he comes back from his holiday to...
What? There's grass in my keyboard? How did that happen? We put grass in someone's keyboard. Very fun stuff. We were learning a lot today. Now, we're going to learn how to outwit those fucking carnies. That's right, carnies. I and the Howcast crew are on to your games. You're not going to take us for our money anymore, because I have a video right here that tells me how I can outwit and win at your games.
How to outwit carnies. Tired of spending $20 at the carnival to get a teddy bear worth $2.99?
Oh, cool. You just answered the question in the first 12 seconds. How to outwit carnies? Just go buy the shit that they would give you anyway for cheaper, since it's always just like cheap manufactured like stuffed animals and stuff. You can definitely find them bulk wholesale anywhere nowadays. Very cheap, so why waste the money?
Step 1. Win the Test Your Strength game. The one where you swing a mallet to make a weight shoot up and ring a bell by focusing more on landing the mallet in the center of the target than on how hard you're hitting it.
Jesus, Howcast, I'm gonna get sick. For some reason, they decided to use JPEGs for this instead of just going to a carnival and showing off their tricks. So they had to make it interesting. So whoever edited this is just panning around the scene constantly, like everywhere they fucking, and I honestly, it's gonna make me sick. I mean, it wouldn't have been too hard to stage a carnival and just show off all the tricks, but instead we're going every which direction with shitty drawn MS Paint JPEGs.
Step 3. Pop the balloon with a dart by arcing it rather than rifling it. But even this might not work because those balloons are underinflated and the dart tips are hopelessly dull. If the carnival is crowded and the carny is distracted, heat the tip of the dart with a lighter or quickly sharpen it with a stone.
Those stupid carnies won't even see me coming with my lighter or rock that I will use to make the darts even more powerful. Because there's nothing weird about being at a carnival and playing the balloon popping game and pulling out a lighter and just holding it up I just hold it up in front of the carny and I look him straight in the eyes and I go, "You can't fucking take my money, buddy. I got your game cigarette."
Step 4. Land the coin toss, where you throw a dime or other coin towards a glass plate and hope it sticks, by spitting on it discreetly before you toss it in a gentle arc.
How does one spit discreetly? And also, don't do this, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, don't play the games that... I don't even think I've seen this game, now that I think about it. A coin toss game where you have to... I live in a small town right now, so I've been to like a few carnivals in my time. I've never seen this game, but even then, don't fucking spit on the that's so gross. They're not cleaning that stuff. They just reuse them. That's gross. Like, don't do that. Ugh. Next, it's time to learn how to get a free meal, because it's on here. If you have internet and you don't know how to get a free meal and you need a free meal, Howcast has you covered. So let's give it a watch. Maybe by the end of this, I'll get some free food.
Step 1. Find or ask for free meal coupons from McDonald's, the Cracker Barrel, and other restaurants. Look for scratch-off cards and contests to win free food.
Step 1 already has me walking up to someone saying, "Hey, do you have a free coupon for a McDouble?" And then, you're just hoping they happen to have one in their pocket, and they go, "I don't want it. I didn't want it anyway. I guess take it."
Step 2. Search for local restaurants that offer free birthday meals, usually supplied only if you are accompanied by a friend who buys their own. Some honor veterans, women, and seniors on certain days of the year.
Absolutely none of those things apply to me, right? I am not a veteran, a woman, a senior, and I don't have a friend or a birthday coming up. So, how does this apply to me getting a free meal? And even then, it's like dessert. It's a piece of cake.
Step 3. Hang out at bars during happy hour. Buy a cheap drink for the opportunity to feast for a couple of hours.
All right, so now I have to... So the third attempt is I have to buy a drink. So I'm buying something. It's not free. I'm just getting, complimentary chips or something. I think we're really stretching that free meal thing now.
Step 4. Crash wedding receptions, wakes, church functions, company picnics, and public promotional giveaways. Tour major food stores on weekends for promotional sample displays that might comprise a full meal when you're done.
Ah, the Costco date. Go into Costco, walk around, get all the free samples, and then leave. Now that one fully, that makes sense. That could be in here. That's real life advice right there.
Donate blood as well, for which you will be given sustenance afterwards, and still feel good about what you've done to help others.
Looking for a free meal? Just donate some blood. I mean, hey, I'm all for donating stuff, blood, kidneys, whatever, if you don't need it. And I don't think they usually give you that much. I think that you just get a lollipop or something. Every time I've donated blood, it's usually here's a cookie or a lollipop. I wouldn't really call it a free meal. It's nice, but not free meal.
Step 6. Scavenge in the woods for wild edibles that you can take home and cook. Hunt for game if you don't mind cleaning and cooking it.
How many people fucking died from this? How many people went into the woods and just ate some poisonous berries because Howcast was like, "Hey, it's a free meal"? I guarantee you at least one person has watched this video and then immediately after went to the woods and died because they ate something. Statistically, I don't know, under 1 million people have watched it. I don't know. I feel like one person has done it, though. One person was like, "Oh, good idea." And then he went and he ate all the poison berries and was like, "It's free food." And then, went into a coma. There's no way. There's no way at least one person hasn't done that, right?
Step 7. Grow your own garden to get quality, fresh, and safe food at little cost.
You know what? That's good advice. Grow a garden. There were 2 pieces of good advice here. The samples and the garden. Everything else, do at your own risk. Let's say you were hungry and you decided to steal some food. Well, you might end up in prison. But don't worry, because Howcast has a video for that too. That's right. How to survive prison life. For the inmate who just got there and went, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing. I need to look up Howcast videos on my free time. Some prisons have computers, right? Like, I'm sure yeah, anyway.
How to survive prison life. Landed in the big house? Survive prison life by following these do's and don'ts. You will need zipped lips, humility, restraint, and acceptance. Optional, courage.
Phew! Really glad that courage is optional.
Step 1. Don't rat anyone out, ever. If you want to survive prison life, this is the #1 rule.
Yo, we gotta talk about this guy's prison fit. My dude's in jeans, a button-up, a bandana. Dude's even got a pencil in the bandana. I don't know if this guy's in prison or if he's just doing a contracting job right now.
Step 2. Forget what you've seen on TV about swaggering into prison like a tough guy so you won't get picked on. Acting like a badass is actually more likely to get
That's some wide Putin walking up the stairs shit.
you beaten up, because the established thugs will feel obligated to reassert their dominance. If you do get targeted for a smackdown, fight back to the best of your ability and try not to show fear.
Hey, if you're in prison and this gang comes up to you and they start beating you, just fight back, even though you're probably nowhere near as strong as several people or even just one guy in there. I mean, it's certified Howcast advice here, so you should take it. Why wouldn't you? You're not gonna die in prison.
Step 3. If an inmate offers to give you something or do you a favor, politely decline. This is a common trick inmates use on newbies to get them into their debt, so they can extort a huge payback. Step 4. Don't join anything. A conversation, a mess hall table, a game of hoops.
So what's the difference between prison and high school? What that is? That's just me in high school. I guess I could survive prison.
Step 5. Expect bad treatment from the guards if you're in for financial misdeeds, especially if you could once afford $6,000 shower curtains. These inmates tend to be assigned the most degrading jobs.
That one feels really personal. Listen, Frank, you're gonna go to jail. You better watch out. Those guards aren't going to care about that $6,000 shower curtain you bought a week ago. Always bragging about a shower curtain, now he's paying the price.
Did you know? If an inmate tries to sneak in contraband via his rectum, it's known as keistering.
Cool bar trivia facts for you there. Alright, so maybe you're not gonna go to prison. What's more realistic? That you go to prison or that you get abducted by aliens? Because let me tell you, probably the alien one? I don't know. Either way, Howcast has you covered.
How to survive an alien abduction. Intergalactic ambassadors of peace? More like sneaky space creeps.
Wow! You can't just say that, Howcast. We don't know. We can't assume. They could be very friendly. You're just assuming because they're a foreign creature to you. Come on. We're not even giving them the benefit to show how nice they can be. We just immediately assume, oh, wow, aliens, they must be evil and want to kill us. Come on. I thought you were better than this, Howcast.
Live through your ordeal with these tips. You will need mental focus, acting ability, brawling skills, iron will, a disease, and reinforced undergarments. Optional, aluminum foil or hubcaps.
Just take me. Just take me. I don't have any of these things.
Step 1. To resist a telepathic assault, focus your mental activity against mind control by centering your thoughts on the word no.
What? How does that work? Okay, sure.
Step 2. To resist a physical assault, act submissive and intellectually inferior.
Why would they care? Isn't the whole point of like alien abductions that they just want to do experiments? Why would they care if you're dumb? Even like the smartest person is probably dumb compared to the aliens. Like, they managed to get here, right?
Step 4. Aliens are notoriously susceptible to Earth-borne diseases. Try to contaminate your captors by sneezing, coughing, breathing, and being grody in their general direction.
I'm gonna need to get diseased, just in case I ever get abducted by aliens. Alright. Yeah, that makes sense. That's totally, that's worth it, I think.
Step 5. To fend off the dreaded probe and other so-called scientific experiments, just slip on a sturdy pair of reinforced undergarments. For continuous protection, wear these every day under your regular clothing.
Imagine you go into your office one morning and you just hear like from like Mark in accounting as he's walking by. And so you go, "Hey man, how come I hear crinkling when you walk?" And then he's like, "Oh, like, no, don't worry about it. I'm wearing aluminum underwear under my pants just in case I get abducted today." How do you react to that? I guarantee you someone's wearing right now, somebody is wearing aluminum underwear. And it's me. I'm the one wearing the aluminum underwear. I was wearing it the whole time, so I won't get abducted. Thanks for watching, everyone. I would love to do another video on these. I only picked a handful because I have to write the scripts, and there's a lot of Howcast videos. So I will probably do more in the future. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video.